Hello and welcome to the Poland CPPA Market Update. My name is Irena Gajewska and I am the Vice President of the Resource Poland Hub, the Polish platform for corporate renewable electricity sourcing. Our mission is to help corporates in Poland power their business with renewable electricity. We lobby for regulatory changes, educate about corporate PPAs, and organize networking opportunities for corporate buyers and clean energy producers. Please have a look at the following slide. These are the organizations that are already supporting our initiative. Energy producers, energy buyers, a bank, trading companies, all pioneers of the industry's energy transition, all committed to one goal: fostering the development of the CPA market in Poland, overcoming the barriers that are hindering industry in Poland from taking advantage of green energy. Today, together with my esteemed colleagues, I will give you some insight into the Polish CPPA market. Please let me introduce my colleagues. So we have with us Michał Mikuła, who is the head of energy at Saint-Gobain, Poland, a huge organization consuming almost 500 gigawatt hours of energy per year, with a strong commitment to make this energy green within a decade. This is a task that was assigned to Michał. Grzegorz Skarżyński represents the renewable generation. He is the head of the Polish Wind Energy Association CPPA working group. Maciej Kowalski from Enefit Polska represents an energy trading company which facilitated the first corporate PPA with physical delivery in Poland. We also have with us Dominik Ruderer from the European Investment Bank. In a country where over 70% of electricity is generated from coal, the shift to green energy is not only a matter of environmental awareness. It is also about the business competitiveness. The growing cost of black energy due to the rising CO2 emissions price is becoming the key driver for companies to take advantage of the cheap and clean energy from wind and PV. How do we know that? In February, we organized the first Resource Poland conference, in which numerous domestic and international energy buyers participated and learned how CPPAs work, found out which models are currently possible in Poland, and met potential energy buyers. So let's start with the general overview of the Polish CPA market. Since the previous resource event in 2019, 4 new PPAs were announced: 2 for wind and 2 for PV. It means 1 more CPPA than in the year before, and taking into account that corporate renewable energy sourcing is a pretty new thing, I believe it is justified to say that we are observing a slow but steady growth. It is also interesting to take a deeper look into who the corporate buyers in Poland are and what are the volumes of the renewable capacity contracted by them. Last year, the lead belonged to Kompania Piwowarska, one of the leading breweries in Poland. This year, however, the steel and market manufacturer CMC Poland probably got ahead. Although the volume of contracted renewable capacity and the energy has not been revealed, we can assume that since CMC is one of the largest electricity consumers in Poland, the 20% of its annual consumption to be covered by the PPA makes quite a chunk. The first physical PPA was signed this year by the telecoms Orange, and it reverberated on the Polish market. You will learn more about this contract from Maciej Kowalski from Enefit. To sum up, as of today, we have almost 200 megawatts of renewable capacity contracted under corporate PPAs. 94% of these are wind and 6% are solar. Thank you for your attention, and now I will give floor to my esteemed colleagues.
Dzień dobry.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michał Mikuła. At Saint-Gobain, Poland, I am responsible for all the aspects related to energy, gas, energy efficiency and CO2 emissions reduction. Today, I would like to tell you a few words about the Saint-Gobain Group, our climate goals and the situation of PPA contracts in the Polish market. Let me start with a slide on Saint-Gobain Group. We are an organization that has been in operation for the last 350 years. We are present in 70 countries, we have more than 1,000 industrial plants, and we employ over 170,000 people. As for Saint-Gobain in Poland, we are also a very large organization. We employ 7,300 people. Our turnover last year was 1.2 billion euros. We have 19 brands and over 20 manufacturing plants. And this number of manufacturing plants is the key figure in this slide, as I think that we are an organization holding a very large potential for future suppliers of energy from renewables. Our total volume in Poland is 470 gigawatt hours. We have plants that consume over 100 gigawatt hours, below 100, 40, 60, 10 and 5. So we see a large potential for both energy producers from PV wind farms and from wind. As for climate goals at Saint-Gobain, it is a key topic for us. In 2019, we declared that our organization will become carbon neutral by 2050, and we have been working on this for quite some time, but 2019 was a breakthrough year for us when our organization is focused on this issue as the most important one in its strategy. We have divided this area into 6 different topics. One of them is, of course, sourcing energy from renewables and replacing fossil fuels. Our goals: first, in 2019, reaching a 14.5% reduction compared to 2010, then reaching a 20% reduction in CO2 emissions by 2025 and a 33% reduction by 2030. We also have 3 so-called scopes. The first is direct emissions, the second indirect emissions, and scope 3, the supply chain. Today we will focus on the second scope, that is electricity. As you can see, Poland is presented separately here. The reason is that against the backdrop of Europe, we are significantly more carbon intensive compared to other countries, which has also become of key importance to our organization here in Poland to meet these climate goals earlier than in other countries. Of course, we are considering various proposals available on the market, and the one we want to focus on, which is the one to bring the fastest effect of meeting the goal, is the PPA contract. Obviously, we are considering guarantees of origin, green certificates and other solutions, but PPAs are our main goal. So now, a few words about how we see PPAs from Saint-Gobain's perspective. For us, it is key to introduce changes to the legislation that we commonly call the 10H restriction, which was introduced in 2016 and has led to a virtual halt in the Polish market regarding the possibility to build wind farms. We as off-takers, but also generators, we are all waiting for this law to be changed, because as we can see on the second map in this slide, the area available for building new renewable energy sources will be expanded, and this would provide an opportunity both for new investors and for us off-takers to enter into such PPA contracts. On this slide, I would like to show you a brief calculation or simulation of the current situation in the Polish market. The offers that we receive at fixed price for a period of 15 years are around 200 10 zlotys. Some 2 years ago I received an offer of 200 zlotys, today it is 210 zlotys. If we look at the simulation based on the period of the last 4 years, then basically in each year such a contract is negative. We have a total of minus 11 million zlotys. Obviously, undertaking such a contract for a period of 15 years at such an amount is an enormous risk for us. And as business, we prefer solutions based on market price, meaning the price is as close to the market as possible. We have scenarios showing that the prices will rather go up, so the price of today's price of 200 or 210 zlotys might be attractive, but these are just forecasts and we don't know what is going to happen even in the nearest future, not to mention such a long term. We also have comparisons when analyzing the topic of development of new wind farms which are more efficient and have higher capacities, and we can see that our colleagues in other EU countries are able to sign such contracts at the level of 170 plus zlotys, which gives a positive result for both sides, and such a contract becomes much more attractive. Therefore, we have high hopes for the abolition of the 10H rule in Poland, because we hope that new wind farms will offer better market prices for wind power and for renewables. So briefly, the products that we have received from the market today include a baseload, a wind farm profile, and a customer profile. On the left, we can see a standard model of power purchases by industrial companies, where they distribute the purchases into tranches in yearly, quarterly, monthly products or on the spot market. And introducing energy from renewables is always linked to the issue of how to put this energy into the current model. And basically each of those three solutions, three products, has its significant disadvantages. Obviously, very often it is the price, but as we can see, the wind farm profile is the cheapest option, but then we take over very large costs of balancing for such a volume of energy, which also makes it unprofitable. So here, we are also waiting for development of these products to find the common ground with the generators of energy. From our point of view, the biggest market challenges and barriers that will probably be also mentioned by other speakers in the panel are the abolition of the 10H limit, more affordable solutions for the so-called direct line, when an industrial facility would like to build a wind farm on their own and connect it to the plant. Additionally, we would like to be exempt from the charges for green or blue certificates when we invest in renewables, as we believe that it is a wrong solution. In addition, we still see that the Polish auctions for renewable generators are still a huge challenge for us, for businesses, with regard to PPA contracts, due to the fact that for the investors, for banks and for companies willing to build such a farm, a long-term contract with the Polish government is a better solution, more secure, and the prices at auctions are competitive to PPA contracts. We can see a passive attitude of energy sellers. There are 4 such companies in Poland, and as of today, none of these companies has proposed any solution despite our inquiries, so our discussions are directly with the generators or with trading companies who are developing very well in this respect and have ready-made solutions. Here, Polish power utilities still have nothing to offer. In the media we can see and hear that they are constantly purchasing new wind farms. There are declarations that there will be energy from renewables, but we as customers do not receive any proposals here. Another challenge is the blocking limit of 100 kilowatts for PV installations in many municipalities. We have many facilities where we could build a farm of 1 or 2 megawatts, but this is a blocking limit to us, and removing the limit takes about 2 years. In the new amendment to the RES Act, there is a chance for this limit to be abolished, which is something we very much hope for. And the last item is support for PPA contracts. As a purchaser of energy in the Polish market, we can see support for many sources, for cogeneration, for renewables, but the area of PPAs that can also help the development of renewables is still neglected in Poland. And I would hope for this area to be supported in the future so that we can sign such contracts. I think I could keep talking and provide more information on this topic, but I think those were the key points for today. So thank you very much for your attention.
Hello, my name is Grzegorz Skarżyński. I'm head of the working group in Polish Wind Energy Association on the corporate PPA, and I'd like to present some facts and some perspective on the where we are in Poland with corporate PPA from the perspective of the project developers, investors. So let's go to the first slide now. A few words on the regulatory landscape, which is important for the structuring the corporate PPAs here in Poland. First of all, I would like to underline that there is in fact not any barriers, nor legal or regulatory barriers to enter into the PPA contracts in Poland, although there is also no incentives to do that. Except two elements which are very important. The first one is a regulation on the direct wire, and the second one is discrimination of some of the industries, on the branch of the industries, on the regulations on the ETS, indirect electricity cost coverage. So this is something which may create some barriers to develop such structures like corporate PPA. What is important is that every renewable project in Poland is fully exposed on the market risks, means volume, price, profile, balancing, credit rating of the off-taker. So the corporate PPAs is considered as one of the tools to mitigate the price risk for the developer or investor. Also, it's very important that each renewable projects obtains the guarantees of origin unbundled, which is very important for at least some of the green sourcing. So no matter if it is on the auction or the green certificate system, every project receives such guarantees of origin. Another element is that no matter how is supported the renewable project in Poland, means again green certificates, some donation and or auction, is able to enter into the corporate PPA. So there is no limitation for those projects. And in fact, I will mention about that a little bit later, that most of the already signed PPAs in Poland are, I would say, based or are on top of the other support schemes. Due to the complexity of the implementation, I would say that majority of the already concluded corporate PPAs in Poland are of the financial nature. These are financial PPAs, not physical ones. Physical is very, very difficult to implement. And also I'd like to turn your attention into the very rapidly growing market on the self-generation of the energy in the industry. Due to the regulatory framework, it gives some quite big savings, so it's very attractive for the investors. Let's go to the market landscape. I will not present details on those already signed contracts. You will receive this presentation, so you can go one by one. What is very important is that we started, as I told before, from the financial type of the contracts, and the first physical corporate PPA contract was concluded just a few months ago in July 2020. There are also some undisclosed corporate PPAs. I believe they exist. They are not published. And what is also important is like green products. If we are talking about the sourcing green energy in Poland, many traders introduced some, let's say, green products based on the guarantees of origin, on the unbundled guarantees of origin, and you have here also one of the examples. And there are some other examples of the agreements between the developers and the corporates on the further development of the mainly on-site behind the meter installation. Let's go on next slide. What is the added value in the corporate PPAs in Poland? If we are talking about the off-site installations, this is only arbitration between the corporate price, corporate PPA price and the market price. There is no savings on the distribution costs. And what is very important, it is like a proven additionality. If we are talking on the on-site type of the contracts, again, obviously there is a arbitration between the price in the contract and the market price, but we have also very significant savings on the distribution costs. And then from January 2021, there will be another element which could drive the development of this kind of the contracts. This is capacity fee. Also, the on-site behind the meter installation would save this capacity fee. But on the other hand, there is a problematic additionality because those installations are not eligible to get the guarantees of origin. Next slide, and here is the different perspectives, and this is what makes, I would say, always difficult to align the interest between the developers, investors, and the off-takers, industry off-takers. Different perspective, different goals, and on the red you can find the biggest differences. So it means that for the product, usually industrial off-taker prefers baseload, while developer or investor prefers the pay as produced. Pricing, complex for the industrial off-takers. There is no benchmark, long-term benchmark for the pricing. Contract tenor, industrials are looking for the shorter terms, developers, investors looking for the longer terms, and credit rating is absolutely essential for the developers, not for the, obviously not for the off-takers. So this is a very big differences between the interest which makes the negotiations and concluding such contracts difficult in Poland, and I guess in other countries too. And I guess last slide, kind of the market outlook, what would happen in future. In fact, what we observe in Poland is a very rapid growing industry interest in sourcing renewable energy. It is very visible trend in the next 2 years. I also mentioned before on the industrial self-generation. There is a very significant portion of the energy generated in Poland, around 8%, is generated in the industrial assets, so in the on-site generation. And in any case, such, let's say, subsector of the of the electricity generation has to turn into the green too. So this is a big market, in fact, and the new emerging market for the new renewable project. Auction scheme still is a priority for everybody because it is very simple structure and it gives a lot of certainty, and off-taker rating is very high. Much higher than industrial off-takers. Corporate PPAs so far are considered by the developers as a second, let's say, choice, as a much more complex structure and with many interests, and also because of the bank perspective and approach to such a contracts. Banks generally are very, I would say, are okay with financing auction project. On the corporate PPAs, there are the problems, especially with the credit ratings. And we also expect some changes in the regulation. Means that the direct wire regulation probably will change. It will be a little bit relaxation of the current limitations. Also, the development of the new wind, the 10H rule, will be relaxed somehow. And on this ETS, indirect cost compensation scheme, the EU rules will change from the next year. So we expect also the amendments in the Polish national regulation on this issue. So I guess it is all. So thank you very much for your attention.
Hello, my name is Maciej Kowalski. I'm representing Enefit, and today I will give you a brief overview about that, what is the progress in Poland from the point of view of a trader who was capable to issue the first corporate PPA on the physical side in Poland. We are, as I mentioned, Enefit. We are part of ST Energia Group, which is not that very big utility, but very ambitious one. So our activities are spread between many sectors like distribution, conventional, mining of shale oil, generation of course, but of course the two main operational areas are retail activity, which concludes also corporate PPA, as well as renewable electricity generation. Our main focus is to deliver to the customers sustainable energy, and also to transform ourselves, to be capable to deliver that what clients are looking for, so a clean, zero carbon electricity. And this is the measure how we can present it as, I think, our success. So you can see on the slide that we were capable in latest decades to reduce carbon emissions around 70%, which is, I would say, quite challenging. And this is how we do it on the industrial scale. So our commitment is to be renewable, to deliver renewable electricity to end customers. Same as many of you, we are doing this through, of course, developments and generation, but also as a facilitator. So we are cooperating with the third parties delivering their projects to customers. I will mention this later on. And also we have a quite extensive plan for our developments, our generation. At the moment we are focused mainly on the wind and photovoltaics. We have also in pipeline some projects for offshore, which are more in the longer term period. So what is the next part of the presentation is how we did our cooperation with structuring this earlier mentioned first corporate PPA, which is physical in Poland. So stakeholders are the most important: Orange, so the consumer, the producers, so WPD, well-known global producer, and us, tiny trader, local trader in the Baltic region, Enefit. As a result of strategic approach of a customer, we have been considered as an entity who is capable to manage the most difficult part of the energy delivery in this framework. So the customer is very complex. As you know, telecoms are huge organizations with a lot of infrastructure, which is represented on the, let's say, energy market through thousands of supplying points. In case of Orange in Poland, this is near 18,000 supplying points, which is an issue, of course, if you want to deliver very complex products. Second aspect is that the generation should be made through some significant size of the portfolio. So client is consuming half terawatt hour annually, and generation of 2 projects of WPD, which were chosen to supply with the first renewable electricity to Orange, are actually capable to fulfill around 9, maybe 10% of its demand. So the structure had to have also capability to source from the market. And last but not least, something what is usually quite most interesting for producers and developers and financial institutions is that the client has accepted the formula of PACE produced, which is not typical, taking into account to the consumption needs of the customers. So our offer was quite complex. We were considering many structures. Finally has landed that I have mentioned to you, so that we are sourcing to the customer vast amount of options, but the landed renewable power purchase agreement was done through PACE produced, and it has landed like this. So this is the structure. WPD is delivering those 10%. We are supplying customer with various products from the wholesale market, and Orange is getting greener and greener thanks to this delivery. Of course, we are delivering renewable electricity through our scheduling unit, which also means that we are serving to WPD as a balancing entity. What is the main principle of this structure? So summing it up, regarding this transaction, our contribution to this first transaction is 3 terms period. We are structuring the delivery from 2 units, generating units, to 18,000 metric points, also supplying with electricity which is needed for the proper functioning of the company, which you see is sourced also from renewables from WPD. And what is very important, our cooperation is very flexible, so the client's need, the client's decision is that we'll go to 50% carbon neutral generation consumption by 2025 in Poland, which means that the gate is open, and the client is looking also for other generation assets, projects which could source it later on with the further developments. So this is very agile, flexible structure which allows to fulfill 100% of the consumption of the customer, and I believe that it will be capable also. We will be capable also to facilitate it for other customers in future. Of course, Orange it was one of the successes, but lately we have also concluded our direct corporate PPA, which I'm presenting to you, that this was also something first in Baltics, big corporate PPA, which we can call it in the format of utility corporate PPA. So this is concluded with a third party, which is called E-Energia. This is Lithuanian developer, which is have a project of near to 70 megawatts unit, and we are the buyer, and we facilitate the electricity later on to the market. So a little bit different format I have presented with Orange, where the main interest was, main contract was concluded between producer and customer. Here we take the weight of the facilitating the electricity from the project. So 235 gigawatt hours of electricity per year, which will be opened, commissioned and delivered to the market during year 2022. And I believe this is also the product which will find its place not only in Lithuania but also in other markets in Baltic region as well as in Poland. So thank you for this opportunity to present to you how we have started delivering the corporate PPAs in Poland. We will see what the market will bring us with the next year. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Dominik Ruder. I am an energy economist at the European Investment Bank Renewable Energy Division, and we are delighted to be here today to contribute to this important topic. Actually, the topic is important from us from two dimensions. Firstly, the EIB is keen to support the renewable energy sector in Poland, and secondly, the EIB is also keen to support the market integration of renewable energies, and we see renewable energy PPAs, or how we call them, commercial PPAs, corporate PPAs and utility PPAs, a means to do so. I prepared a short presentation. I will first of all give you a small overview what the EIB is and its commitment to renewable energies, and secondly, I will talk about commercial PPAs, our view in the market, and our view on financing PPA-based renewable energy projects. The EIB is the EU's long-term lending institution. It's based in Luxembourg and owned by the 27 EU member states. It's a public bank with objectives driven by EU policies, non-profit. Last year, we have financed projects at a volume of 63 billion euros. The vast majority of this financing volume was dedicated to projects inside the EU. Roughly 20% of that volume was dedicated to the energy sector, and financing of renewable energy projects amounted to more or less 4 billion euros in 2019, which mainly went to onshore and offshore wind as well as solar PV. The EIB is strongly committed to a carbon neutral EU by 2050. End of last year, our board of directors made an important decision for us that the EIB shall become the EU's climate bank. 50% of EIB financing by 2025 shall be dedicated to climate action and environmental sustainability. This is far more than it is today, and just this month our board of directors approved our so-called climate bank roadmap that basically operationalizes this approach and shows a path to 2025. Support to the renewable energy sector is at the center for the EIB in achieving a carbon neutral EU. And support to renewable energy market integration is also very high on the agenda. We see corporate or utility PPAs, as we call them together, commercial PPAs, as an important step to achieve such renewable energy market integration. So our view on the market for commercial PPAs. We see this new market as a result of the tremendous decrease in technology costs over the last decade or more, and an increasing green mandate of corporates we can witness. So more and more big energy consumers are interested not only in seeking green electricity, but also providing additionality and investing or indirectly investing into projects by signing PPAs. This new market has caused a strong interest among policymakers in Brussels as well as in national capitals. It's seen as a way to foster the renewable energy sector, to support the renewable energy sector, a way to increase market efficiency, and it also appears to be a very attractive tool from a fiscal point of view, as you don't have to dedicate any fiscal resources. In the EIB views, commercial renewable energy PPAs can provide a sizable contribution to reach the EU 2030 targets. However, we are also convinced that government support schemes are here to stay. They remain key and will continue to provide the basis for the bulk of renewable energy projects in Europe. When I say sizable contribution, what do I mean by it? The EIB has recently commissioned a study by an external consultant, Baringa Partners, to look a bit closer at the PPA market. This study is it's still ongoing, but hopefully concluded over the next weeks. According to that, 10 to 20% of onshore and offshore, as well as onshore as well as offshore wind and solar PV generation in the EU can be covered by long-term PPAs by 2030. This outlook is subject to a very high level of uncertainty, as it depends on numerous factors that are underlying such outlook. However, I strongly believe it provides a certain indication at what market size we are looking. And of course, there are significant differences across member states and technologies. However, what we can say and what the study shows, that Poland has a significant potential due to, first of all, a competitive renewable energy pipeline, and then what was also shown that the interest among suitable off-takers is strongly increasing in the country. The study also, and that's actually the main contribution of the study, also looks at market barriers. I just name here on the slide the top 3 financial barriers. They shouldn't be any surprise. First of all, it's price risk or merchant risk, which is a concern, I guess, for all off-takers, but in particular for those that have thin margins due to the competitive environment in their own product markets. Secondly, it's creditworthiness. Do otherwise credible and willing parties have appropriate credit ratings to be accepted by commercial banks as bankable? And thirdly, often renewable energy projects are either too long, or the development lead times are either the projects are too large or the lead times are too long to be acceptable for corporates to be financed or to show a commitment prior to FID. So far on the market, so what is our view on financing PPA-backed renewable energy projects? So first of all, the EIB strongly supports market integration of renewables. We provide financing through a wide variety of mainly debt products, but also equity. And we finance a wide variety of structures. Projects solely based on support schemes, projects based on PPAs, but also hybrid structures where projects use both public support schemes as well as PPAs. We as EIB have a wide experience in financing PPA-backed projects across the EU. We have seen and financed a large diversity in structures, and we also observed an increasing complexity in those structures. We are also very active currently in Poland. We have financed renewable energy projects in Poland based on government CFDs, based on corporate as well as utility PPAs, and we have also taken on some residual merchant risk. I will give you, in order to conclude, an idea what the requirements of our financing are. However, we also have to say that in order to determine bankability, we really have to look at the project. And we have to decide on a case-by-case basis whether a project is bankable. As each PPA-backed renewable energy project, and I would go even further, as each renewable energy project and its associated risks are unique. So first of all, we don't think commercial lenders should take merchant risk. So revenue stabilization is required for non-recourse financing of renewable energy projects. This can be either provided through support schemes or through PPAs or a mix thereof. That being said, we also see that some degree of residual merchant risk exposure has become acceptable to many lenders. Also, the EIB is participating in deals with such residual market risk exposure, and we typically, if we face this, apply conservative assumptions on market price forecasts. Finally, off-takers in PPA deals are required to have a suitable profile. In banking terms, the easy thing to say is they have to have a credit rating. However, I would argue it goes further. They need to be of appropriate size. They need to have an appropriate power demand. They have to have a long enough business cycle, and they shouldn't have too thin margins given their balance sheet. Just to conclude, we are highly committed to support the emerging CPPA market in Poland and beyond. We are aware of barriers in the market. We have expertise in financing such deals, and we are highly willing to engage together with governments and clients in solving these barriers and make projects based on corporate and utility PPAs happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attention. I hope after these presentations you found out more about the Polish CPPA market. To find out more, please visit our website and our LinkedIn profile or contact me directly. Thank you.